Hello everyone, my name is Nicole and welcome to A Place Forbidden. This is an indie horror game that I found on Steam that is free to play and I wanted to check it out. Ignore the fact that continue is highlighted. I just went in to make sure everything was recording properly and working as it should. So let's begin. Huh? This sure as hell isn't my apartment. I definitely didn't fall asleep in this chair. What the fuck? Ouroboros. Pretty depressing. Yeah, a dead flower. Ooh! Can I... wait. Yes, I can open all of them! I don't know if that actually has any benefit to... hold on. Wait. There's something there. Can I... what is that? It's a toy. Also... I apparently have a flashlight. It just dawned on me that I turned that on. Well, I don't want to be rude, so I'll leave that off. Nice painting. Doesn't seem like a very fair fight. Yeah? No? Ooh, hello. Visitors. Yentil Krillman, April 9th, 1886. Damn. That was a while ago. Mason Thompson, January 5th, 1881. Lionel Hess, September 2nd, 1900. Ella Batya, April 26th, 1916. Samuel D. Eliot, May 1st, 1790. These years are very all over the place. Alice Chen, October 30th, 1830. Hans Rognig? God, I am so sorry. February 5th, 1956. Wow, that's like the most. And then Bernard White and V. And when I see that as a name, all I think of is V from Devil May Cry. Greetings, visitor. You're more than welcome to sign your name and the date of your visit in this guest book. Once you're done, we welcome you to explore the library to your heart's content, so long as it isn't after closing. Once you've had your fill, please let yourself out. You'll find a key to the front door on one of the desks in the study. And it doesn't look like I can turn the pages. I hear a clock. So am I on a time limit? Ooh, I might be on a time limit. Hold on. Okay, there's no sprint. Can't see a thing. Who knew it could be out? They get this dark out. So the premise for this was that... oh, God, give me a sec. I'll go read it. A Place Forbidden is a first-person lo-fi horror puzzle game set in the Library of Ouroboros. And I was like, ooh, this sounds cool. Doesn't look like it's plugged in. Is that a mouse? Unresponsive. Okay. So I don't know if I'm actually on a time crunch or not. Welcome message from all our staff. Welcome! We're glad you're here. The library is located in a picturesque part of Britain, atop a grassy knoll east of Sussex. Many rural townships obviously benefit from our, obviously bereft of their own libraries, refer to their villages to the library. It is beloved by all. Peruse our vast stock of fiction, non-fiction, poetry, and everything in between. Chat with friendly librarians and employees, and feel free to spend as long as you'd like reading, using our computers, or just spending time here. We always love new visitors. Should you hear any odd knocking in the corners of the library of the building, pay it no mind. The library is on the older side, and the Foundation plays tricks on visitors' minds. Don't worry, though, it's perfectly safe. The staff. Okay. Again, don't know why I have a flashlight. Also, hi. Last I remember, I was sitting at home reading a letter from an old friend. But it's strange. It's the strangest thing. I didn't expect that to do that. Shit. I also don't remember putting anything in my pocket, but I feel something. Hello? Oh, wait. N? Oh, what the fuck? Room 1. You should really clean this place up. Don't lose the trash. Room 2. This room makes me wish I had someone to vent to. I think I'm cracking under the strain. I've had the strangest inclination to walk straight into a wall. There's a secret path in the dark. Art can be really illuminating. Doesn't move at all. It feels warm to the touch. Whee! Hello? Oh. Hello? Accept.
Hello. Welcome to the Library of Ouroboros. We're glad that you've decided to visit our humble institution. Hopefully, you'll find what it is you're looking for.
So do I.
Please be informed that the library is closing. Since most of our staff are currently away, please lock the door on the way out. We hope you've enjoyed your visit.
I barely got to visit. Picked up a brass key. Okay. But I can't open it. Okay. Ouroboros, a circular symbol, the snake swallowing its tail, a representation of the endless cycle of death and rebirth, of wholeness, the infinite, and a certain kind of cloying, God, I cannot read today, cloying, meaninglessness. Never put much stock in mysticism, but in this place it's pasted all over the goddamn walls. Tough to avoid that. Oh, it's by V. Last I remember, I was on some occult website sitting on the farthest end of the internet, past the places that normally dissuade the less curious. Had just a little too much time on my hands. I remember falling asleep, now I'm here. The recording said that this place is a Library of Ouroboros. Remember reading something about that, but not what or where. If you're reading this, keep an eye out. Something isn't right. Oh, boy. Hello? Hello? Okay. The screen looks burnt out. Nothing happens when I press the buttons. A long list of books and the dates they were checked out funny. None of them have the years listed, only the months and days. Oh, no. Hold on. Wait, I can clean. So that... Okay, so that... What's that? Cleaning up the library. I'm gonna clean up the library. They'll appreciate it. I can't jump, and I can't sprint. Huh? Oh, I littered. My bad. I was trying to be nice and... The fuck is that noise? I can't interact with that. Okay, hold on. Room 1, you should really clean this place up. Don't lose the trash. Oh. The tick fills up on blood. A pustule pulses on a dead dog's eye. Like these, your head shall burst. Like your head shall burst. I'm good, please. I would rather not have my brain burst. My head does not want to burst. That's what I was trying to say. Time has actually progressed. Huh. It'd be funny if that was actually tracking my actual time. Okay. Well, oh! The paper's gone. Well, I cleaned up a bit. So it might not be this place that it's talking about for these rooms. It might be out here. Oh. Oh, yeah. This can't be right.
Hello. We'd like to inform you that the library is now closed. Note that it is unlawful to remain on the premises after closing. This is your one and only warning.
I tried to leave. A pretty shoddy barricade. Somebody must have been desperate. Scribbles. There's not a real word on this page. The note is largely obscured by blood. You can make out only a handful of words. In one of the dustier books fell apart in my hands. There were these arcane scribbles. feels, after I threw it away, still not quite right. Like someone's watching. Better than that. So someone's been too smudged to be legible. So someone's been stuck living here. The Minister's Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. Bernice enters, followed closely by the librarian. Bernice is, breathless, looking both exasperated and slightly excited. The librarian's expression is unreadable as per usual. Bernice. But my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. But shall we retire to the living room if we were to speak of such unpleasantries as your husband? Bernice's face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand, taking him onto the couch beside her. Fine, then. If you're to stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play me for the fool forever. Librarian. I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Would you care to hear how I can stop a human heart with but a word? Goodness, that sounds dangerous. It most certainly is. I wish to hear it. Then of course you shall. He leans close to Bernice, who closes her eyes as if expecting a kiss, but the librarian leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes open wide. She gives a single jerk, a shrill moan, and goes limp sliding off the couch, too curious for her own good. He stands, reaching in one of his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a cursory look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his item, and turns to leave. As he does so, the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It is fixed on the small black case, which the librarian has decided to leave sitting atop the minister's writing desk. Dude, that sounds cool. So much trash. Yes, into the trash bin you go. I'm being good. I'm cleaning up the trash. Oh, God. On the library. Very early into my professorship, a student came to my office one spring afternoon with a stack of papers in her arms. She said she'd been having strange dreams of a place stretching forward and backward into an infinity. I said into a infinity, but it's into infinity. Dreams of hallways splitting into hallways, dreams of being lost in the intricate guts of some gigantic place that could not possibly exist. On the papers were crude sketches. She was no artist, she said, but something about the dreams had left such a vivid impression on her that putting what was in her brain to page seemed her only option. She was clearly distressed. When I gently suggested that she visit the university psychologist rather than the resident ancient history professor, she violently shook her head, asking if I knew anything about something called an Ouroboros library, or perhaps a Library of Ouroboros. It wasn't entirely clear. I told her the common knowledge about the symbol, taken from Egyptians by the Greeks and from the Greeks by the medieval Europeans, a sign in alchemy of death and rebirth, and so forth. The student continued shaking her head all through my explanation until she suddenly cut me off. Those are too old, she said. The place from my dreams was modern. There was electricity, computers, but everything seemed ancient and stank of old dust and damp wood and something else. Please, don't you know anything in recent times that might have stemmed from that idea? I confess that I hadn't, especially considering the size and the many niches of the modern world. She left without another word, leaving her drawings behind. Something about the conversation shook me. I looked through the crude drawings made in a shaky hand and saw in the familiar shapes and designs an odd air of ominousness, like looking at the facade of a dark building and hearing the slightest scratchings of things that shouldn't be just behind the stones. All very juvenile thoughts, and yet when I went home that evening I brought the drawings. Couldn't help but want to look more into what we discussed, into that Library of Ouroboros. It was largely fruitless. I found many sites and articles on alchemy, the symbol itself, for the public library in Ouroboros County, which was located somewhere in rural Wisconsin. But just as the hour crept past midnight, I found something, the slightest snatch of information at the bottom of a rabbit hole series of links. I will not repeat the website's domain or my steps to arrive there, for fear that someone might try to replicate what I did, but I will repeat what I found, because just as that student couldn't get the ideas from her head without drawing, I find I can't think of anything else, waking or sleeping. I hope this will help. The Library of Ouroboros, a kind of waking nightmare, arrived upon by those too curious for their own good, rich in black secrets, rich in dark ideas lost to time, rich in languages from dead races on other planets. The fortunate die, the truly lucky, or perhaps the most unfortunate of all, become tenders for all time, knowing far more than any living being could ever hope to learn, without becoming a permanent, perpetually screaming stain on the face of space-time forever. None have left it unscratched. There are forbidden tomes that would prevent you from breathing should you merely touch them, and the tenders are beyond sanity and jealousy keep their terrible secrets. You've searched enough. This is your final warning. That night I slept fitfully, my dreams beset by images of a dark, dusty place, eerie for its supposed normalcy. I would almost feel things passing by just beneath the floorboards, within the walls, watching me. Every exit led to another room, nearly the same as the one before it, and out of the windows I saw only black. My dreams have been consistently disturbed since that night, so much so that it is hard for me to teach, so heavily preoccupied in my waking mind. I hope this writing will be enough to put my mind at ease. One last thing. I've since tried to find the student who first contacted me to tell her what I learned. My hope was that I might be able to put her mind at ease, or at least commemorate with her, but I haven't been able to find her. In fact, since the day she visited my office, her roommates haven't seen her, nor has anyone else, and I fear I might be next. God, that was a story and a half, and I enjoyed every moment of it. So there's a weird box here, and I don't have any papers equally. Who's that? Hello. Not plugged in. Oh, but I got a screwdriver. Ooh, wait. I can't sprint. I saw something earlier that I might be able to use the screwdriver on. Fuck off! This. Oh, a weird forbidden knowledge cube. Okay. So we have a cube. We have forbidden knowledge. Okay. I don't know what kind of jump scares are gonna be. What the fuck are you? Trash. I must clean the trash. I have decided on cleaning the trash. Stop! I don't know what's going on with that sound. Stop it. Stop it. Get some... Whoa! It's gone! Whatever I saw is gone. There was something over there and now it's gone. Is it hunting me? What is it? Stop! I'm trying to clean. Is that not what you want from me? Don't lose the trash. I am cleaning it. I hope it's not like a weeping angel. What the fuck was it? Okay. That's a tiny corridor. The window's locked, but it gives a little when I push on it. I need something to remove the padlock. Okay. I'm being a good bean. I'm cleaning up the mess. It did say for the first room, clean up the mess, right? So that's what I thought I should do. Okay. Oh. The clicking! The tick... Stop! Okay. I'm cleaning up the room. God, been recording. This is gonna be a long one. I might have to also break this up into separate videos. No, 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 no. There. I think that's all the trash that I can grab at the moment. Nope. I missed some over here. That's a deep freaking garbage can. Hello? I love when games have collision like that, where like you can walk over certain things. It's just really funny. Interesting. I can turn off the lamps. Okay, we already read that one. I don't see any more trash. So I think we're good on that. That door is barricaded, so that means we can't go through there. I see motes of dust every so often, so I keep thinking I'm seeing stuff. But I am not! Any trash in here? The same chair from earlier, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm not gonna be able to look through those. It's dark out there. Oh, it's you. Something about this plant feels wrong. There's the freaking toy again. I can. I'm trying to see. Aha! Next. Okay. Well, I'm in the... Never underestimate my ability to figure stuff like that out. Okay, that has a plant in it, so that doesn't help us. Can't go between that. I feel like I've cleaned... Oh, I can read this. A kind slumber. I've been driving for miles and miles and miles. It's night. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Been on the road for what feels like days. But hello? I thought I saw something highlight. Been on the road for what feels like days, but like this constant moving. Don't like this constant moving. Never have. But it wasn't this bad when I was younger. Could sleep in the car with while my parents drove. Now I don't have anybody to drive me. Two of them got caught up in something on the darker parts of the world, a black library by our old house. They went in, never came out. That's why I can't sleep. Their book. What I learned without trying as I opened the dusty thing, sitting disused as I cleaned out what remained of the attic. Didn't even mean to, and yet here we are. There have been no other cars for hours, this dark stretch of road, my truck, all I've known. As I drive along, a halo of red and blue neon forms in my windshield, a bastion in the dark, a tiny diner. I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty, just tired. But all the same, I take the exit as it comes up, pulling into the parking lot between a beat-up jalopy and a truck that looks a lot like mine. I hardly feel the cold outside. I hardly feel anything. It's like being trapped in somebody else's body, and things don't feel like they fit right on my muscles anymore. The diner's just as cold as the outdoors, and hardly more inviting. The distressed red pleather of a bunch of booths that should have been trashed years ago, dirty tables, floors buffed into a mockery of cleanliness. Empty, but for a man in a heavy coat in one corner and a waitress in the other. The man is standing, the waitress is also standing. They look like prize fighters about to square off, or they would if they were looking at each other. Instead, I can't see the man's face for his collar and hat, and the woman is looking at me. Seat, sir? I nod. Rough weather out there, she says, trying to smile as I take my seat. I can tell I look terrible. Do you know a place where I can get some shut-eye, I ask, almost without realizing it? I can't sleep, but maybe I can still try. Not a motel for miles. You can sleep at your table if you want, though. You don't even have to order anything. Thank you. I set my head down on the table and my eyes don't shut. That black knowledge slithered in its way from those stained pages and into my brain, and now it grips my eyelids, forcing them wide. The diner is sideways. I'm like this for a few minutes, then there's someone else standing sideways in front of me. The man in the coat, his face is a dark red mass, sleep deprivation. Tired, buddy? I nod. The table is cold against my numb face. Think we can help each other. He reaches toward my face, laying a hand upon my cheek. There's a flicker of feeling, of warmth, that cuts through the fog that's swallowed up my head for days. As he withdraws his hand, I see a strip of ragged flesh in it, which he brings to his face. When he lifts his hand again, the flesh is gone. Thanks, buddy. May I take the rest? I nod. The table is cold against my face, and as I finish nodding, he turns my head roughly and grabs at it, pulling away another strip of red. There's feeling. The tiredness becomes more pronounced. He doesn't ask anymore, just takes. Each time his hand comes down, a little part of me leaves. But at that point, I don't much care. Take it all, I'd like to rest. The table has turned red, like the seats around us. Time passes, feelings gone, sleep. The man in the coat takes down his collar, and I see my face looking down at me, tired. He reaches down into my pocket, fishes out my keys. Rest easy, buddy, he says. And something else that I don't hear. He's gone. It all is. Ugh! That's fucked up. That's fucking cool, but that's fucked up. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Still sparking. What the fuck? Hello? Why are you there? You shouldn't be there. Hello? Once again, I can't interact with you. Okay. I still don't know what the code for that is. Okay, hold on. Oh, do these fill out? As we collect the forbidden knowledge? Because there's actual letters there now. Art can be illuminating. There's a secret path in the dark. Should really clean this place. Don't lose the trash. Oh, okay, bye. Yeah, some of the things are like moving around. But I don't understand. So if this is room 1, I should be able to clean, but I can't clean. Except for the stuff that I found. No, we read that already. Ah, there's some trash. How do I get to it? Okay, so that is what we're supposed to do. We need to clean. Each room might have to be its own episode. No, 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 no! This is the last piece that I could find. Thought there was something on the roof. Yay! Nope. Okay, so we're looking. There's still trash to be found then. I don't know where. So sparking. I don't know where else we would find more trash. But yeah, there was that weird thing I saw. Oh, okay. That's not what I was expecting from that, but okay. Trying to figure it out. Okay. There's a... That's weird. I'm liking this so far, but this is a lot harder than I was anticipating. Okay, there was a trash can here. I didn't have to keep going back to the same one. Oops. There's a handprint on that. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more trash to pick up. And that's the only thing I can think of what we were supposed to be doing. Nothing, not looking any better. God, words. I struggle. Not working. Nothing behind that. Okay. So I can just, like, mash this. But what does that do for us? Let's see. Since I'm at a confusing section. No, okay. And those all disappear over time. So that doesn't help us. I haven't checked the door. Not budging. Papers equal parts smudged and illegible. I heard that. Don't do that. Yeah, it's like, it's a vent, but it also looks kind of fleshy. But that could just be my mind playing tricks on me. There's no other trash that I can clean. I keep accidentally clicking that. I'm not even meaning to. I'm like just clicking around. Clicking around and trying to find what I need to do in this mind. Okay. So it's a 4-digit code. I don't know what the 4-digit code would be. And there was a creature or something over here. But it's gone now. So that doesn't help me. Well, first of all, that's a number padlock, so... Jesus! Okay. I can't help but feel as if I stand before the precipice of some unknown reality, left one room only to come right back to it. Shame there's no place to go but straight ahead. I've hidden a few tools in this room in case the path ahead isn't what I hope it is. If they're not here anymore, then good news, the path ahead, at least immediately, is probably safe. Zero chance of any hostile entities. If they're still here, though, well, I hope they're useful to you. You're going to need all the help you can get. Okay. I'm trying to think. 4 or 1. Because 1, 2. And maybe V could be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 0 2 5. I highly... Was that painting always there? Still a nice painting. Okay. Okay, so... Let's assume V is 5. This is either 4 or 1. 2. I already forgot what the other part was. I can't sprint. Ah! Okay, hold on. Because I'm pretty sure this is the code. Okay, so B4 left 1. So those are the 2. I see those. Yeah, no, it's 4 because that's not how you would spell that. If I stand before the precipice, that would be BEFORE. So that's the first number. So that's the first number. Well, the second number is 0. Okay. My character freaked out there for a moment. Okay, so it's 4025? No? Okay. Let's try 1025. Oh, wait. That's funny. What? That's so weird. What kind of button? What? I thought I figured it out. Stop! I don't know what's making all the noise, but stop it! Okay. I can't stand it, but I stand before the precipice of some terrible reality, left one room only to come right back to it. Shame that there's no place to go but straight ahead. I've hidden a few tools in this room. Like, do I still have the screwdriver? Can I use it on anything? And you're watching me. Uh-huh. I swear I figured it out, but I'm doing something wrong. Not that didn't help. If they're still here, you'll need... Okay. That feels right, but I guess it's not. Unless it's 4102. 4102? Maybe? Four, 102. Oh my god! I finally got it. We got a lockpick. Hello.
Given you chances, ample warning. You proceed, we threaten. Continue on your current path, and they will find nothing left of your head. We swear it. For the last and final time, go back from whence you came.
We're trying to. Time to put my amateur lockpicking skills to the test. Got it! Is this room 2? What? Again? I thought I just went outside. I'm assuming this is room 2. This room makes me wish I had someone to vent to. Oh! These are each of the rooms that we were going through. So, someone to vent to got us the forbidden knowledge in that room. That's the vent that we got. And we didn't get anything for the trash, which is unfortunate. I think I hear cracking under the strain. I had the strangest inclination to walk straight into the wall. Huh. Okay, so hold on. I want to exit for a sec. A place forbidden. Because I want to see where continue puts us. Okay, cool. So we'll leave that for this episode because I'm all out of time. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.